How long is it going to last when 10% of the population is doing 100% of the work? Hey, so if you guys have been following for years now, our videos are really starting to gain some traction. One of these past videos we have has over 100,000 views. I think what I'm saying is really resonating with a lot of you and makes sense. And I just want to follow up on some of the comments that I've been getting, because I've been getting a tremendous amount of comments, private, messages, stuff like that about the apprentice versus the seasoned mechanic. And really, I hate saying versus because it sounds terrible, but it's true. So once again, a lot of guys that are apprentices, they may be apprentices for 6 months, they may be an apprentice for 4 years, 5 years, and they make comments complaining about the mechanics, that they do all the work and blah blah blah. As an apprentice, that's your job. At the same token, mechanics or seasoned techs in any industry should not be abusing their apprentice. Should not happen. So if you're an apprentice and you're sour about working for someone or working with someone that mistreats you, there's tough love and then there's mistreatment. I get it. A lot of you mistake tough love for being mistreated, and then a lot of you are actually being mistreated. But if you're going to be mistreated and you're going to decide to stay in that situation and not do anything to help yourself, whether you go to the boss or go to someone above or switch jobs, or there's tremendous opportunity out there, and you're just going to play the victim role and say that everyone's mean to me and no one teaches me anything, then that's your fault. That's the hard truth. It's your fault. If you're not going to take the initiative to go somewhere else or reach out to other people and see what their experiences are, and you're just going to sit back and play the victim role and make the bare bones minimum, but then complain and write comments on people's Facebook pages how terrible it is to be an apprentice, that's your fault. No one feels bad for you. That's life. That's the hard truth that I tell these kids that are in high school, that are coming out. Life's going to kick you, and life really, there's no cushion. There's no one there that's going to pat you on the butt and say everything's going to be all right. You got to figure it out for yourself. We started a charity to help you guys figure it out, and hopefully that does something, because one of the major reasons for the charity is I've seen it many times where you have, once again, a great apprentice coming out of the gate with a great mindset, wants to conquer the world, work for and it's true. And that person gets ruined within 6 months to a year because he works for the wrong guy. And it's unfortunate. Now, same token on the tech side, because now seasoned techs in any industry, they comment things like, oh, these apprentices, the world is screwed, this, to throw their hands up in the air. What are we going to do? We're going to throw our hands up in the air and what, no one's going to care? We do that, nothing changes. So at the same side, I guess I'm still a younger owner. I'll be 40 this year, but I've been my own business and my own boss since I'm 21. And I've had guys, most of the guys that work for me have been older than me. And I'll be honest with you, between the guys that work for me and guys I've seen work for other people, the guys that complain the most about everything, and this is just one more thing for them to complain about, they're really nowhere in life that these young apprentices want to be. But for some reason, some of these young apprentices cling on to these guys that have the negative attitude that say, go to work or get a job in a career where you do the bare bones minimum, you get paid a lot of money, you get a lot of sick time and vacation. And how long is that really going to last? How long is it going to last when 10% of the population is doing 100% of the work? Because we're at that point now, and I think we're all seeing it. So we need to make a change, which is why we have this charity. LookWhoMadeIt.org is the website. I want you guys to check it out. But maybe, this is just a thought, why don't you guys that comment what you comment and is so negative on both sides, why don't you, for 6 months, have a 6-month challenge, try to reverse your negativity. I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker here, but maybe go into work and say, I'm going to try to reach out to these apprentices, and I'm going to try to tell them about my experiences, and I'm going to try to tell them, what to do and what not to do. That's really what mentors are there for. And you apprentices, you guys, like I said, I put these videos out, get your acts together, because you're not in the industry long enough to be sour. If you're 19 to 30 years old, 30 years old, like I said, I don't want to knock anybody, but apprentices should be anywhere from 18 to 23, 24 years old. You guys should have it figured out by the time you're 26. If you don't, totally understand you were probably steering in the wrong direction, and we'll still help you. But, you know, you're not in the business long enough to be sour. So you guys should not have any negative attitude. You guys got to learn. You got to put your dues in. Don't show up at 8 o'clock when you're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. Get there at 7:30, 7:45. Impress the guys you're working for. And I guarantee you, if you do that for 6 months, if you show up neat, clean, and presentable, if you go the extra mile at work, if you don't bitch and complain and make excuses, I guarantee you in 6 months you'll have a raise. Guaranteed. And if you don't, reach out to us. You know, maybe we'll reach out to your boss. I don't know. But just try it. Give it a shot. All right? I'm going to keep making these videos because this needs to be talked about more and more. And the more we talk about it, the more likely things are to change. So if you don't like it, you could always just block me. But if you do like it, definitely follow and keep the comments and the likes coming.